Hello guys, namaste and welcome back to the channel. So following the popular trend, I am also going to be making a video of Eternity of Pain week 1, and the defender, as you might already know, will be Crossbones, and 4 counters, well, thanks to Docky Diggity Dave and some other YouTubers who have already shown how to easily defeat the boss using Dragonman, which even in my opinion should be by far the best counter for the fight. But the issue is not everyone is going to have a 5-star maxed out or 6-star Dragonman, because it is all about luck. You might get him, you might not. And the champion I'm going to be using is, of course, Getting 2099, and I only have as a rank 2 level 35, 6-star of course. But let's have a look at the notes, which will be the first couple of notes are just simple. We don't have to worry about them. And then of course we have Biohazard, which you might already know. Every time you attack the defender, there is a chance that a bleed will be applied to you, and if you happen to hit them on a block, you'll be inflicted with poison as well. So any bleed immune champion should work for this fight, especially if you are highly skilled. But still, I would recommend using a champion that is immune to both bleed and poison, because there would be times where you'd want to hit him on a block as well. So if you are using a champion that is immune to both, it will be a lot easier for you. And after that we have Vital Strikes, meaning every time you block, the damage taken will be given back to Crossbones as a regeneration, and it will also be 500% more of that, which is not a big deal. You just try to avoid as many blocks as you can, try not to block if you can, and especially the special attacks, which may give him a lot of regeneration. But the main notes are the following, which are by far the most annoying ones. The number one being Bane 1, which you might be well familiar with, and every 10 seconds a timer of Bane will be switched from one champion to the other, and while you have Bane on you, you'll be taking 0.5% of the total health of the opponent as damage, degeneration damage. So yeah, you have to make sure that you play well with the timer, so you can pretty much slow your combos, or you may use your special attacks. So any champions, if you have as a counter that can throw unblockable special attacks, that will be handy as well. And also there is Inflated Ego, which is another annoying node, where a Crossbone takes no damage if he has below 3 buffs on him. So it is a little bit tricky as well, because after having 3 buffs, yes, you can deal damage to him, but he will also be bypassing your defensive ability completely. So yeah, champions that can auto evade or auto block may not be very useful, and also he is immune from ability reduction. So champions like, if you want to use champions like Apocalypse, for example, they might not work pretty well. So the final one is just Extend, meaning every buff on the defender will last 150% longer. Of course, there is no case of debuff in this instance. So yeah, that's pretty much the note, and I will not be explaining the abilities and all stuff. You just have to know that you cannot rely on parry, because he'll be reducing your ability to sort of parry stun him by default, and also he has a chance to purify even if you happen to parry sometimes. So yeah, that is pretty much about the notes, and we'll be using the first couple of pre-fights. Not that it is necessary, but it can be quite helpful as the fight goes on. The number one is of course Huntress function, meaning every 20 hit on the combo will be a guaranteed crit, which can be really handy if you are throwing your special attack, and it aligns quite well with the 20 hit mark. And of course stability function, this is a safety measure for from my end, sorry. That helps you, health steal a little bit of health from the defender after you have a combo more than 99. So yeah, even if we happen to take a little bit of damage, we can probably heal up and sustain more in the fight. So that's pretty much it, and let's maybe start the fight, and I'll be explaining those as it goes along. So pretty much the idea is to sort of reach to 100 combos, and after that well, we'll be healing as well, plus the damage will be more. So yeah, the first target we have to accomplish is to make him gain 3 buffs, which will be of course furies. There are 2 ways. Number one, we might want to allow him to dash back and hold block for a second maybe, and it will give him 3 furies. Otherwise we'll have to wait until he throws his special attack 1, or there is another way where whenever you try to inflict any debuff on him, he will also gain fury. So yeah, if you periodically sort of bait his SP once, he'll have more than 3 furies all the time. So also I would say the biggest counter for this fight would actually be a cool calm mind, because well, in every Bane fight you are supposed to have a cool mind, because if you freak out because of the Bane timer, chances are that you will get wrecked. So yeah, please try to be slow and calm. Don't try to mess in at him, because you'll also have to time the Bane quite well. So also make sure that you evade his special attacks as soon as you can, and even if you take some Bane damage, don't freak out. And especially because we are reaching towards the 100 hit combo, chances are that we can heal back a little bit. So yeah, so pretty much the idea is to get opening from his heavies and special attacks. So how do we bait heavy? We'll fake that we are holding block, and he'll most likely throw his heavies. You can intercept if you are skilled enough, and you can also delay your combo on his block, and oftentimes he will release it thinking that you have ended your combo, so that can be used as well. But for most of the time I'll be using his SP1 to get my opening, and I would suggest you the same. And sometimes you might have to go for an intercept, because the damage you take from Bane is actually ridiculous, because he has a very high health point, and even though it is just 0.5%, it's going to be quite a big number, which is I think 3300 per second if you take Bane damage. So yeah, 7-8 seconds of Bane and I'm dead. And the really handy thing here is our SP2, because it has a long duration and so many hits, and it will not only help us manage the Bane timer, but also help us get more and more combos in a quick succession. So yeah, and sometimes you might have to intercept like this. You can go for backdrafting, and that's about the fight. Just a few combos maybe and the fight should be over. So with an SP1 we finish the fight. So overall you'd have to sort of like bait his heavies and special attacks, because you cannot anywhere rely on your parry. So the fight should not be very difficult if you are averagely skilled and if you have a robot champion. Yeah, some fights will be shorter, some will be longer, but you can manage it if you happen to have a robot champion as a counter. And also make sure that if the timer is about to switch back, you can slow your combos, you can keep your special attacks, so that even if you fail to sort of like attack him during that phase, you can use your special attack as well. And also try and if you can boost up your champion to the maximum. That will not only help you finish the fight early, but also help with the Bane node, where you can deal a decent damage to the opponent through Bane as well. So that's about the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to like, share and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care and have a good day.